If his grades aren't what we want, I have to quit out of this game and erase him forever, and then try again. Like I said, I'll keep you guys with me for the first couple times if this doesn't work. Okay, so to the health center. Oops. Medical chart. He has an S in running and an A in flying. I'll take it. Now, before we go any further, first of all, completely fucking thrilled that I don't have to go through and do this twice. Secondly, this is really good, but it could have been better. I could have had an S in running and an S in flying, and what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna try to break this down. I need like a diagram or a chart, and if I find one, I might leave a link in the description of this video. But how this works, sorry, my cat's about to jump halfway up the wall and attack this fly. It's getting intense. But, so when Chao's had babies, right? Shadow, the reason he can even have an, like you would think, I'm getting ahead of myself. You would think that because when Soul and Shadow had this Chao, Soul had an S in flying, Shadow had an S in running, so obviously the baby is gonna have an S in flying and an S in running. The reason it's not that way is because it takes stats from how they are now. So Shadow has an S in running and Soul has an S in flying. It also takes stats from how they were before they evolved. So in that case, Shadow had an A in running, Soul had an A in flying. That's why those are possible grades. That's why this Chao was able to get an A, because it got the stats from Soul before he evolved, and an S in running because it got the stats from Shadow after he evolved. All the other ones are mixtures of the other stats, but I don't care about those. The main two I wanted out of him was running and flying. Now, the reason this is okay is because I'll be able to evolve this Chao into a flying Chao, and then he'll have an S in flying and running, and then we can breed him and continue the cycle. So, definitely not all bad. Another thing to note is that the grandparents' grades are also a possibility, so even when this Chao goes to have a baby, Soul and Shadow's stats when they had him are still going to influence that, but not at all a bad turnout. If he would have had an S in flying, that would have been ideal, because then I could have made this a power Chao and he would have been able to get an A grade. And being born with an A grade is not bad, but we'll have to get more into that later. But this Chao is one we like. Let's go give it a name. He's going to be a flying Chao. And what is this doucher going to give us as a name? Chao is a newborn. I'll give your Chao a good name. Your Chao's lucky name is summoning the powers to be presto. How about the name Chapon? Fuck no. I'll give it one more shot while I'm trying to think of a good name for a flying Chao. What's something that flies? I'm not going to name him Airplane or something stupid. Summoning the powers to be presto. How about the name Cha-Cha? No. I'm trying to think of like a game I played where you could fly. Zach, that's a it's a stupid name for a Chao. Chaz. I want, like, I don't want to name him like Mario Winghat. Chowco? That's like naming someone Person Co. or human. No, you already tried Cha-Cha. That's a stupid name. Groom. Okay, I'm gonna give this thing one more chance. Dingy. Nope, I'm gonna name it myself. Oh, fuck. I meant to name it myself. I don't like this name. I don't want a different name. I would like to name it myself. My cat's being fucking retarded right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's causing a ruckus. Alright, what about the name? Did I spell that right? Yeah, Alucard. Quite high standards for an adorable little Chao, I know, but I do like the name Alucard. Oh, Lord, there we go. Welcome, little Alucard, to our humble abode. And now, what I'm going to do is I got to go back to the regular garden and repeat the process. Let me side note this. I in no way, shape, or form expect the second one to go as smoothly as the first. If they were ever gonna go well, now is the time to go well, because it's gonna be the next one when I have the children trying to make grandchildren, essentially. Those are the ones that are gonna suck because the stats are from all over the place and it's really hard to get the one you want. So that's just something to keep in mind. grab here. Oh, I need to keep bringing Chao. I need to go get Shadow anyway. So I wanted to take the eggshell to add it to my collection of eggshells, but I guess you can also sell eggshells for rings, and you can dig stuff up out of the ground, like the skulls that I got for Phelps. You can dig that out of the ground. Speaking of which, Stamina's asleep, and I think that's probably going to be for the best. So I think what I'm going to do... I don't know if that's for the best or not. Ultimately, it might come back to bite me in the ass, but I think what I'm going to do... Oops, didn't mean to leave. Is I'm going to grab Brock, who is in the fucking school right now. So I'm going to grab the other awake one. Where's Phelps at? There we go, my boy. Little homie G Phelps coming with me. And then I'm going to hope Brock's done at daycare, or a Chao classroom, or whatever you want to call it. And if not, I might have to wait for Stamina to wake up. Because if I remember right, Stamina's stats, well, Brock's are too, I guess. It might be better if I leave Phelps out of this, because I think Phelps had pretty okay stats outside of his swimming stat, which is awesome. So it might be better if I grab Stamina, who had bad stats. If I grab Stamina, who had bad stats, and then Brock, who had bad stats, and make them have a baby now, maybe? No, that would be worse. I don't know. It's all math that might not even matter in the end. So I think we're going to do Phelps and Brock right now. And then that's the problem, is that there's 5 total stats. So obviously you have 2 Chao make a baby, 2 Chao make a baby, and then you're good on every stat but 1. And we have to work Stamina in there somehow. That's where that new Chao I just had, Alucard, having a power stat. I know I'm being really confusing right now, but that's where Alucard having a good flying stat would have been really good for everyone. Is because then I could have made him a power Chao and he would have had an A in power or something like that. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. If you can get the 5th stat without using a 5th Chao, that's ideal, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. So let's see if they have any more heart fruit. No, they're out of heart fruit. How long have I been doing this? 27 minutes. Oh my god, that's not very long. You could buy a white egg for funsies. Tell you what, I'll pick this up. I'll go feed it to... I'm trying to test how long this takes. I'll pick up this fruit. I bought something from here. I'm going to go feed it to Boobies. And then we'll go back. And after I breed this second Chao, I think I'm going to go back to trying to raise Boobies. I'm going to take Boobies and the 2 children Chao up to Hero Garden, and then I'm going to go back to raising Boobies. We can get back into some races. Maybe do another... maybe do another karate one. Probably not do another karate one. But get back in, get some more races out of the way, get some cool stuff done. While those little Chao are growing while I'm raising Boobies is the idea. And then we'll get them evolved, do some more Boobie races. Maybe do some races. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm so spacey. I didn't get my vanilla Coke today. It's just throwing me off. Eat the last bite, shithead. Eat it. Listen to your mother. Fucker. Last bite. There we go. It's weird. It's been so long since I've had to record this way because I do all my recordings via live stream now. Did he always... Did he have the big walk before? I honestly don't remember if he had the big walk. He had to have had the big walk. I couldn't remember if he had the big walk or if he toddled. He had to have had the big walk. There's no way. Alright, now we're going to go see if they have heart fruit. If they don't, I might just buy another skills fruit and go feed it to them. And I know, obviously, Chao drives and animals are a quicker way to level up Boobies, but he needs to be smarter so badly, and I know the Chao fruit helps with that. Yeah, same layout here, so let's just... I'm actually running low on rings. That's not good. I might have to go into the main story again, which I haven't done in forever, and just do ring runs for a while. With Sonic and City Escape, maybe. Alright, Boobies, where you at? There he is. Eat. Yeah, you say you love it, then you throw it behind your head, you jackwagon. It's funny, because this fruit is shaped like their heads when they're born. That was the weirdest cough hiccup I've ever had in my life. Eat, damn it, boobies. I am the boss of you. Okay, I haven't figured out if this... God, I have the hiccups now. What on earth did I do to get the hiccups? If this goes through and they still don't have heart fruit, I'm going to leave and go collect rings for a little while. Last bite. The last bite's the most important because it gives you, like, time and a half what your stats normally are. Look at him. He's better at flying now by level. Alright, gonna go check on the fruit. I'm assuming it probably won't be there, but we'll just go get more rings. Because we need them anyways, because we have to buy 2 more heart fruit. Which we have enough for right now, barely, I think. That's the thing that sucks. I'm gonna have to visit the regular game, which the regular game's not bad, so it doesn't suck that bad, but yeah, let's get out of here. Regular game's not that bad, obviously, but I'm gonna have to go back into the regular game to get more rings to fund my Chao Garden spree. But anyways, I'll be back after I do a couple city escape laps, and we'll see if we have any heart. Okay, I'm back. I was gone longer than I wanted to be, but I only did a couple laps. I didn't get that many rings. This is mainly a test to see if I was actually right on if being gone from the Chao Garden resets the items. Any shopping? Hey, different stuff. No heart fruit. Okay, well, I tell you what. I've been at this for a little while, despite how little content you guys have actually gotten, just what I've been doing off screen and stuff. But that's going to go ahead and do it for me. When we come back, hopefully there'll be more heart fruit up in there, so we can get more stuff done. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up for me here today. Well, thank you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, hopefully we breed a new baby and then get boobies back on track to go do some races. I'm Thundershot, and I'm out. Peace, guys. Oh, leave a like for the return of Chao Garden, because it's fucking awesome. Anyways, later.